Alright, it is FrOzenSwipe here, and we're going to pick up right from where the last episode left off, hopefully anyway. But I kind of want to give a whole new kind of look to this series, if you will. I kind of want to go about it in a slightly different way. And one thing I want to do is that this emulator has a method that you can speed up the gameplay just by holding down the spacebar, and you know, you can speed things up and whatnot. And these guys aren't looking at me at all. That's weird. I kind of assumed that they would challenge me or something like that. But, that's weird. Just kind of staring at me. Oh, okay, now they've challenged me. That's not what I really meant. The intensity of a lust sometimes scares you. Okay, that's kind of creepy. And they look really creepy as well. They look like that couple. You know the couple. I'm sure everyone knows at least one couple who are like this. That, they pretty much just rub their face in the fact that they're in a relationship and you're not, and they're really annoying. I don't think anyone really likes them, to be honest, apart from each other. I mean, obviously that's why they're in a relationship. Okay, so we'll just do this, and as you can see here, I'm just speeding up the gameplay because I feel that I want the episodes to be slightly shorter. That's one of the criticisms that I got, and to be honest, I do agree with that, to be honest. We'll bring out Andrew. Actually, he has Rock Tomb, he'll be useful. Wing attack on. Here we go. So, also, while I'm doing this, I want to have some topics to talk about while I'm doing this, so it's not just going to be strictly about the gameplay. Like, when I first set out to do this, I was kind of hoping that it would just be like kind of about the gameplay, but you know, I do realize that will get very kind of you know, repetitive and monotonous after a while, which is fair enough. You know, I can definitely understand that. So if you can actually, if you guys can suggest any topics for me to go over, then that would be, you know, that'd be great. Just, you know, just while I'm doing this. So yeah, that's great. You can tell that I'm not the best at live commentaries, especially when I'm trying to think about, you know, when you kind of have to think about what you're talking about as well, which I suppose is all the time. You should always think about what you're talking about, or else you'll end up saying something stupid, and then everyone will criticize you for it, and that's never good. Don't get me wrong. I don't really care too much for criticism, you know, just so long as it's constructive and it actually helps me out. And you know, if it's not constructive, I can just kind of go, well, I don't give a fuck about you, to be quite perfectly honest. And if I do remember correctly, I believe this is where you get Fly. So, did she give you Fly? I don't even know who you are. I just barged into your house. She's probably one of the few people in this game, in pretty much any Pokemon game, that actually care about the fact that you've just barged into their house. Let's see here. So now to teach that to my Pidgeotto so I can fly around. This is really gonna help me out, actually. You know, obviously being able to fly wherever you want is great. I do remember that there were a lot of complaints that, you know, you could teach Fly to Pidgey, but you couldn't teach it to other Pokemon, like say Charizard. You used to be able to teach it to Charizard, and then there's what's it? Is it Savither? Or yeah, I think that's the name of it. I may be completely butchering the pronunciation, but you know, feel free to, you know, troll me in the comments, because you know, odds are if you were gonna troll me in the comments, you're gonna do it anyway. You didn't really need an excuse, to be honest. But anyway, yeah. Okay, so with that, I'd say I'll just take on this Snorlax real quick, just because, you know, I'm cool like that. I don't think I'm gonna bother trying to catch this Snorlax, because there's another Snorlax blocking off another route, so I'll focus on trying to catch him. I might make an episode out of that, because, you know, sometimes if you don't have a good Pokemon against the Snorlax, the battles can go on forever. But Mankey with low kick should take him out pretty quickly, just because fighting type moves are super effective against normal type moves, and then also the fact that it's low kick, it does more damage the bigger the Pokemon is, because, you know, the bigger they are, the harder they fall, which you should see with this. Let's see, low kick, see what that does. Yeah, see, look, that took out a lot of health, and that's on a Snorlax. Like, oh, there you go, 2 hits, he's down, no problem whatsoever. Okay, so before I go in there, I'm going to go back to the Pokemon Center real quick, like, and just heal up before I take on all those trainers, and then we're going to head off to Fuchsia City. And that's another thing, I want to kind of limit the length of these videos as well. This is where speeding up the gameplay is going to help. And yeah, and that's also one advantage as well when you're in the Pokemon Center. I know Whenever I used to play this game on my Game Boy, whenever I reached the Pokemon Center, it's just like, oh, welcome to the Pokemon Center, and then you just rape the A button, just waiting, waiting for it. They should really speed up the animation, to be honest, because it's a completely unnecessary animation, to be quite perfectly honest. I'm not going to take all of these guys on, I don't think, but let's see, what Pokemon do I have out in front? These guys are going to have mostly, like, coughings and things, so I should probably put something else out. And I do realize I'm talking about the gameplay again. I do apologize. Let's see. Yeah, what would be good? Poison type. I'll put Pidgeotto out. I think flying type's good against poison. I'm not sure. I can't really remember. I love the way I just walked through like 5 of those guys and they completely didn't notice. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to speed up most of the battles unless it's like a really important battle, like a gym battle or, you know, some sort of boss or a rival battle or something along those lines. Oh no, it's actually not as good as I thought it was. We'll use fly, will we? Because, you know, we just got it, and, you know, it's always great to have. Oh, it missed. Oh, that's... Oh, yay, I'm poisoned. That's always great. Now, I need to stop. I need to learn to kind of separate myself from the game a little bit, but, you know, so that I can... My mind isn't solely focused on the game, but also focused on actually putting some sort of, you know, commentary out there and being able to talk about something a little bit more interesting, because I do realize that this can be just a tad boring after a while, and, you know, that's understandable, especially after doing so many episodes. Oh god, missed. This isn't going too great. Come on, don't die on me. Okay. Yes, we'll switch out for maybe... We'll put Pikachu out, just maybe. See how he did. Oh god, there are more of them. Yeah, what to put out now? I do apologize again, I just went completely silent there. I need to, you know, learn not to get so involved in the game, but it's really hard because also, the biggest thing is, I don't want to die and then look like a complete tit on camera, because that's obviously bad. Oh, this Weezing's going to be a pretty much walkover, you know, apart from the fact that he poisoned me. Okay, there we go. Right, instead of going back to the Pokemon Center, I'll just use my bag and heal them individually. But as I was attempting to say before I got completely sidetracked, because I get sidetracked so easily, I just react to something that's happening on screen, then I completely forget to talk about what I was previously talking about. And you know, if you haven't already figured that out by now, that's something I seriously need to work on, and hopefully I'll get better at doing as I'm doing this. But again, I'm really jealous of people who can, you know, do proper, you know, let's plays and live comms and walkthroughs and be able to do this whole thing flawlessly without getting too involved in the game, but also doing well at the game as well. I mean, I see some people and they're absolute beasts, but then they're doing like a flawless live commentary over it, and I'm there like, how is this possible? Which is something that I just cannot do. I would love to be able to do that. I'd love to be that good at it. But you can see, I'm only able to really talk when there's stuff that doesn't really require that much concentration, like healing my Pokemon. I mean, that... I think we can all agree that doesn't take a lot of skill and or concentration, but I see some people play games like Call of Duty and they're absolutely destroying people, but they're also putting out really good, you know, doing really good live commentaries as well. And I'm not sure if that's a skill that they've just developed or if they're just really good at multitasking. And, you know, I'm fucking terrible at multitasking. I am a typical man, so I am. And that's not to say that any, you know, they're only good at it because they're women or they have vaginas or anything like that. Well, I could say that, but, you know, it'd be purely out of jealousy more than anything. Of your bod? Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't be too proud of it. You look like a fat shit. Okay, I should really stop being so hypercritical of people. Anyway, Pidgeotto should be able to make short work of this guy. Right. But again, what was I talking about? See, that's the thing. I just kind of get involved in what's going on, and then it's always bad. Did he just use bubble? I didn't know Machop could do that. Actually, something that my friends were talking about earlier on, we were trying to name 6 different rock type Pokemon. And obviously, we got the obvious ones like Geodude and Onix and a couple of others from the other generation. There was, I don't know, it's actually quite difficult to do. I mean, you have the obvious ones, and then after that, my mind kind of draws a blank. There was also Golem and Graveler, but then after that we couldn't think of any. So yeah, I don't know if there's just a severe lack of rock type Pokemon in Pokemon, or if we're just complete idiots and we haven't done this in a while, and I didn't mean to switch out. But yeah, if you guys can think of 6 rock type Pokemon, then let me know, because we were discussing this, we just couldn't. We were drawing a mental blank. I think we got to 5. I think there was another one that I can't think of right off the top of my head right now. But yeah, 6 rock type Pokemon, that's tough to do. At least we thought so anyway. I'm sure you guys will be able to rattle off 6 no problem. But again, if you have any, I just kind of thought that because that was something somewhat Pokemon related, and it's kind of hard to get Pokemon related topics, but because really the only Pokemon game I properly played was this. And oh yeah, that was the other thing. That's what reminded me of it, because one of my friends was like, surely Machop is rock type, and because he's made of rock. And I was there like, well, no, he's not. He's just made of, testosterone, whey protein, and unresolved childhood issues. Much like all those guys you see at the gym who make you feel so ridiculously, oh god, what's the word I'm looking for? Going to a Pokemon battle isn't helping me out here. But let's see here. They make you feel so puny in comparison. I'm sure there's a better word for it, but, I can't think of it right now because, again, my concentration levels are not that good. And I'm not the most articulate person in the world either at the same time. So, damn, what am I going to do now? Because I kind of don't want Pidgeotto to faint on me here. We'll do a fly. Let's see what that does. But again, don't you just hate those people who you're at the gym and you look at them and you just kind of think to yourself, why are you here? You're finished, okay? You're done, alright? There's no need for you to still be here. But, they still are, and that's annoying. And, you do whatever it is you're at the gym to do. Like, you go on the machine, you do so many reps at such a weight and whatnot. And you're comfortable with that. And, oh, sweet scent, is that any good? No, I won't learn that. But anyway, and then you look over at these guys, and they're lifting, like, absolutely massive amounts of weight, and you're just there like, oh, God, I'm nothing compared to those guys. Why do I even bother, to be honest? I thought a game throw... Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, that was a random little thing. But they make you feel so, insignificant and puny and pathetic and everything, so obviously that's not particularly good. But I believe this is the end of the episode. Anyway, don't you hate those guys? I mean, I hate those guys, and, I don't know, maybe you guys don't go to the gym and thus don't experience those guys, but I'm not sure if I'm going to take on the gym just yet. I think I'm going to go and do the Safari Zone, see if I can catch a few rare Pokemon. That would be somewhat interesting. But I do know one thing for sure, that there's this guy in here, and is it in here, or is it somewhere else in another house? Oh yes, the guy with the speech problem. You have to find his teeth, if I do remember correctly. But I think that might be the next episode, so yeah. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and again, if you can think of any topics for me to discuss whilst doing this, just so I can get better at doing live comms and things like that, so that it's not as boring as me just talking about the gameplay, or getting completely sidetracked and going completely silent, or anything like that, so, yeah. Anyway, this has been FrOzenSwipe. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, leave a comment about what you think, and any suggestions or anything like that. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, and goodbye for now.